morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. Proudly present to you this 2015 Jaguar F-Type 5-liter Kei Nishikori edition. So those who follow my channel few years ago, you know that I have actually featured this car few years back. But I feel that the video quality is not that impressive. So today I'm going to make a comeback for the review of this 2015 Jaguar F-Type R Dynamic, but this is a special edition. This is a Kei Nishikori edition. In worldwide, there are only 35 units of this produced. So you guys may ask, what is Kei Nishikori edition? So Kei Nishikori is actually a Japan well-known tennis player, okay? And Jaguar actually collaborate with them, come out with this Jaguar F-Type Kei Nishikori edition, as well as the Jaguar F-Pace, which is the SUV version. This produces 35 units worldwide, and this is one of it in front of me. So this is imported from Japan. Okay, so it's a Japan spec vehicle. Today I'm going to bring you a tour around this car, because in the internet there are not many reviews that is covered the Jaguar F-Type, especially this Kei Nishikori edition. So today I'm going to bring you around and show you what this Jaguar F-Type has to offer, because this is considered a very unique vehicle which you guys may not seen in person, and it's very rare in Malaysia. So before I start, make sure to subscribe, like and share my videos. I'm going to tell you about the specification about this car. So this car actually in Malaysia, Jaguar Land Rover Malaysia actually brought in the Malaysian spec back in few years back. It has two variants. One is a 3-liter V6 Supercharged and another one is a 5-liter V8 Supercharged. The particular unit right here, the Kei Nishikori edition, is a 5-liter V8 Supercharged. Okay, it produces 550 horsepower and 680 Newton meters of torque, and it drives the rear view. Okay, so this car, when new in Malaysia, for the 5-liter V8 Supercharged, it costs around 900,000 ringgit Malaysia. It's almost $1 million. Alright, but the owner of this car brought this car with a rather affordable price, around 600k to 700k, and this one is a limited edition. Okay. So in 2019, actually the Jaguar F-Type comes with a facelift with a sleeker headlights. But this is a 2015, the first gen model, so it has a straight headlights. Some people may remind this as those in the Aston Martin, because the designer of this Jaguar F-Type is actually the designer of the Aston Martin. Okay, Aston Martin is also a British company. Jaguar Land Rover also a British company. Okay, first I'm going to show you the engine, which is a party piece of this Jaguar F-Type. So it has a very unique bonnet opening. It actually opens front. It's a clamshell design. This is what the Jaguar F-Type sets apart compared to its competitor. So the competitor of the Jaguar F-Type front engine rear-wheel drive is actually the BMW M2, the BMW M4. But in terms of the two-door sport car design, it's actually similar to the Porsche 718 Cayman. Okay, so let's show you the engine bay right here. So this is a very proudly putted 5-liter V8 Supercharged, and this is a Kei Nishikori edition. Obviously it has a Kei Nishikori badge, 1 out of 35 unit. Okay, the engine bay is very hot. Okay, so 5-liter Supercharged from Jaguar Land Rover Group, and the bonnet right here is very lightweight. It's finished in aluminium. And for your information, this Jaguar F-Type has an all aluminium body shell, so it actually lets the car has a more lightweight and better handling. Okay, as you can see, the proportion of this Jaguar F-Type is very typical front engine rear-wheel drive setup. As you can see, the engine is very huge. It occupies most of the front bonnet, and you have some vents right here for your cooling of the engine. Okay, let's look at the exterior, shall we? So this being a first generation Jaguar F-Type, The headlights is designed in this way. It's a straight design with a LED daytime running light, as well as the bi-xenon HID headlights. Actually, I personally think that this front look actually looks nicer than the facelifted model, which is introduced in 2019, because it gives you a very supercar look design. Because you notice that the Ferrari or Lamborghini, they also have this kind of straight headlight design. For me, it lets you have a better road presence. And these are the front bumper design. You have some vents to cool down your engine as well as your brakes. These are the wheels. You have some carbon fiber inserts, and the front is 255 35 20-inch rim. The back is 295 30 ZR20, because this is a rear-wheel drive vehicle. So the rear tire actually is wider than the front. And special for the Kei Nishikori edition, for the side vents right here, you have this Kei Nishikori badge, and this serves as aesthetic features. And the car is very low, okay, so it gives you a better center of gravity. It's a very typical two-door sports car. So if you lock the car, this door handle will go in. So very elegant design coming from British company. So for the rear right here, in my opinion, I think that this Jaguar F-Type looks very sexy. Is the rear, because you can see that the tail lights is very slim and very sleek, and it's finished in LED. So this being a Japan spec vehicle, as you can see, we have these stickers, and this spoilers is the electronic raise. So there's a button inside here which you can automatic raise this rear spoiler. And this being a R dynamic variant, so you have the R dynamic badge at the side, signify this is a 5-liter V8. So for the exhaust tip, I can tell you the ways to differentiate whether this is a 2-liter, 3-liter V6 supercharged or 5-liter V8 supercharged. If the exhaust tip is finished in square and is mounted at the middle, it's a normal 2-liter turbo variant. Whereas there's 2 exhaust tip finished in round, mounted on the center, is a 3-liter V6 supercharged. And this beauty right here, 5-liter V8 supercharged, you have quad tailpipes, which is very nice. And you have very aggressive diffuser kind of design. In my opinion, the rear looks very good. It looks very unique compared to other competitors. Here you mounted the reverse camera and some reverse sensor. The reverse light is actually mounted down there. Okay, you have a shark fin antenna. The top brake light is neatly integrated into this panel. Alright, so now I switch to another location, and I'm going to show you the interior of this very beautiful Jaguar F-Type Kei Nishikori edition. Press this key, it goes out, and the side mirrors will go out also. So you just pull it and can go into the interior. Alright, so now I'm going to show you what's so special about the Kei Nishikori edition is, for Kei Nishikori edition, you have this orange stitching throughout the car. And also this very nice fire sand orange paint job. Now, I'm going to show you the cold start. So have your key on yourself, goes inside, put your foot on the brake and hit the start button at the center console. Okay, now the car is started. Because this is a 5-liter V8, so the start time is very aggressive. Before I go into the interior, I'm going to show you one party piece about this Jaguar F-Type. So take a look at here. As you can see, the aircon vents goes up elegantly. So this is a very unique feature only for the Jaguar F-Type. Okay, so this is a very unique feature and very elegant coming from British car makers. So now let's go through the door cuts. All are finished in very nice leather padding, all are soft touch. Okay, door handle is very weighty. I think this is plastic painted, but it has a very heavy weight to it, so it feels like those metal door handle. These are the controls. There are many adjustments for the front 2 bucket seats. So this is a two-door, two-seater sports car. Okay, so this is to adjust the seat back. This is to adjust the side bolster, which holds you well when you're going through some very aggressive driving. This is the seat position. This is the four-way lumbar support. There are many adjustments for the seat, so this is very good. What is so good about is it has it both sides. Okay, as you can see, and you have 3 sides of memory, and door lock and unlock is for both sides as well. This is very thoughtful. Down here you have a door pocket, very small, but inside is padded. Typical Jaguar Land Rover, they do this. Shows that they are very care about the details. Even the aircon vents, it has a Jaguar wording, as you can see. And this is to adjust the meter brightness, fog lights, and this is to pop open the trunk. And the pedal right here are mounted on the top. It's the hanging type instead of the floor mounted, the organ type. Okay, you get a very small footrest right there. And these are the steering wheel. This steering wheel carry over from any of the Jaguar car model, just that this being an R dynamic, you have an R dynamic patch down here. These are the controls to control your infotainment. This has a steering heater as well as the cruise control setting, but it doesn't come with adaptive cruise control. Mind you, this is a 2015 car. For the meter, I quite like this meter because it's analog instead of digital in the facelifted Jaguar F-Type. Okay, you can cycle many information right here. And the dashboard right here are all wrapped in soft touch leather. Very thoughtful, very elegant, as I said. British car maker, they all like to put a lot of soft touch, and it gives you a very premium as well as very elegant feel. This is what British car used to be. Up here you get a very small sun visor without a mirror. Okay, because the glass is very slanted, so even though the glass is slanted, but the visibility is still good. As you can see, it has a bulge on the bonnet, so you can very easily judge the car's width. There's the light sensor. This car comes with automatic headlights. The wipers are right here, and you have a pedal shifter. So this car has a 8-speed ZF automatic gearbox. Okay, and the steering wheel is powered adjustment. Now let's move into the center console. This being an R dynamic, you have this carbon fiber patterns and the R dynamic logo. This infotainment is carried over from any of the Jaguar cars. You put into home is this. You have a GPS, camera. Okay, this is a GPS, ambient lighting, dynamic eye. So this you can set up the steering wheel to be dynamic. Suspension, it has a active dampers and double wishbone suspension all around the car. Engine in sport mode. Okay, gear shift aggressive. This is a G meter. This is a lapse time. This is to show how much accelerator you put or how much brake force that you put. As you can see, I push on the brake, it goes into 3 bar. As you can see, when I put accelerator, there's the blue light. Okay, when into mode, you have the DVD. Okay, FM. This is your Bluetooth. Okay, there are some shortcut buttons right here. These are the parking sensors. You have dual zone climate control right here. Fan speed, temperature, and you push, it goes into seat heater or seat chiller. These are your hazard light, all are toggle switch, and it has a very satisfying click. Automatic climate, interior air circulation. These are your push start button. These are the gear lever. So to put into D, put your foot on the brake and locate a lever behind the gear lever. Push into D. Okay. To put into S, just push to the left. And the orientation is like those in a Porsche and BM. You go down is up shift, you go up is down shift. So when you put into reverse, you have a reverse camera. Put into D, just push it down once. And one more feature, when you put into S, you put into P, you go back. This is to switch between different driving modes. These are your dynamic mode. The meter will goes into red. Up here is dynamic off. Dynamic mode off, which means it goes back to normal driving mode. Okay. This is rain, ice and snow mode. Now it goes back to normal mode. Okay. These are your electronic parking brake. These are your sport exhaust. You will open the exhaust valve. This is to turn off the traction control. And this is to open up the rear spoiler. As you can see, you can manually put it down. Or if you travel more than 100 kilometers per hour, the spoiler will automatically goes up. But once it's below 100 kilometers per hour, it automatically goes down. This is to turn off the auto start stop. And this is a very nice passenger grab handle. It's wrapped in leather as well, very plush. Alright. The seats are also very bulky, very comfortable. To me, Jaguar F-Type is the perfect daily sports car that you can consider. And this being a Kei Nishikori edition, you have the Kei Nishikori badge on the passenger side. And the glove box, you need to press these buttons to unlock. Okay, there you have a door pocket, very small. Right here, you have the storage space with cup holders. Here's the glove box you can put open. Behind you have a slot right here to put your tissue. And the visibility to the back is rather limited. Okay. The side mirrors are also rather small in my opinion. Other than that, the interior is largely similar to those Jaguar vehicles. Okay, now let's show you the boot. So the fuel cap is on the right side. As you can see, the exhaust sound is a very nice V8 Supercharged engine note. So to open the boot, you need to locate a lever underneath this Jaguar badge. Okay, you have a hydraulic strut to support the boot, and you have a grip handle, and it's wrapped in leather as well. Very thought of, very well thought of. And the boot space is considered very okay for a two-door sports car, because you drive this car, you will use it as a weekend car or even daily, and you only can seat 2 people. So this much of boot space is actually more than enough for your daily commute or your weekend drives. And it has a partial shelf to give you a privacy, and is covered with foam, so it actually reduces the noise coming from the boot. It has some points to hook your nets, and there's a Jaguar seals for the trunk, and this is where you top up your windshield wiper fluid. So to off it, you don't need to slam it because it has a soft close function. So you need to just put it like this. It actually goes inside. So it's a very elegant car. As you can see, very big brake calipers. So this sums up my walk around review of this 2015 Jaguar F-Type 5-liter V8 Kei Nishikori edition. In your opinion, if you are in the market looking for a two-door sports car and you want something different, the Jaguar F-Type is actually a very good choice, because this car, if you daily it in comfort mode, is very comfortable. And if you want sportier driving, the 5-liter V8 will give you the thrill. And this car is not everyday those Porsche or BM sports car that you can see. So this is those sports car that is made for people that want something very different and exclusivity. So this car is a perfect car for them. So this sums up my review. Be sure to subscribe, like and share my videos if you like my walk around series. So signing off from this 2015 Jaguar F-Type Kei Nishikori edition. Cheers.